After decades of war and conflict that left deep scars, the West Nile sub-region is witnessing a transformative era of growth and development. As we cross the iconic Pakwach Bridge, the gateway to the West Nile sub-region, a new narrative unfolds.
My name is Omito Robert Steen, the district chairperson, Pakwach District Local Government. I man the gate to West Nile with the historic Pakwach Albert Nile Bridge. Whenever there is material, the UPDF have been doing their work without rest. And it's in my observation that value for money is truthfully reflected on the work, both quantitatively and qualitatively. In terms of quality, I rate the work as being very excellent. And also when we look at the components like CCTV camera and then even other facelift that they are doing to the facility that earlier existed but which was also dilapidating very fast, getting dilapidated, I realized that it has gone much more better if maybe we had followed a very long chain of procurement. I would also implore our government, and more especially the president, to take interest in also construction in schools, because so many classrooms we have challenges of classrooms everywhere, but you realize big money does small work because of the challenges and the bureaucracies which are involved in procurement making projects very costly and expensive. If we were to follow that procedure, normal government PPDA procedure to execute this project, and more was procured nationally like hybrid projects, 500 million wouldn't have achieved this great work that we are seeing. It would have gone at not less than 1.5 billion. Just like the project that we had, which was procured nationally behind there, that the UPDF is going to facelift amidst even this great construction that they have put in place. That structure costed about 1.2 billion. And yet that time cost of material were low as compared to this one which is executed in the financial year 2023-2024 by the UPDF, when cost of materials are shot high. So we congratulate the UPDF. I've already committed that I will become their ambassador as they finish. They promise.
This is a comprehensive tour of West Nile sub-region, uncovering the remarkable gains in infrastructure development that are changing the face of this once troubled region.
Going to comb northern Uganda for all the projects which are being undertaken by our engineers in northern Uganda. We do it every 3 months because, not because we are also bureaucratic, but we also have other duties. So we structure so that in 3 months, like this March, I have dedicated it to this northern Uganda inspection.
Years of war and conflict had curtailed development throughout the West Nile sub-region.
Ms. Lemeriga Sabino, the Division Mayor, Northern Division, where this facility is located. First and foremost, I want to thank the UPDF Construction Brigade for the wonderful work that they are doing. They are constructing for us an OPD in North Division, and the works has reached 65%. We want to appreciate their quality of work, and they are working in line with the scopes of work that were specified for them at the design of the project. I must say that they are very good people. They have been working with the community very well. There is that good working relationship. Even the local laborers, they get it from the community, and they are cooperating. I also want to thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, upon seeing that his manifesto is fully implemented. You recall in his manifesto, he said every sub-county must have at least a health center facility, health center 3. And today, this is the last division in the municipality where we are going to receive a health center 3. We want to thank him, and we want to pray that he come in the next election. We would reward him accordingly, and we want to see that he gets the biggest amount of votes. He may get 99% also, because he has really done it all for the people of Koboko in particular. I also want to thank the General Henry Masiko. Upon being on ground, you know, those are rare chances to meet people like him, but because he's a very good leader, he has labored to come and see these facilities, how they are constructed. We also want to thank him, and we encourage that the government should also continue to give more projects to the UPDF, because we now see value for money. We see quality and they work within time. That's why we want to appreciate him, and we pray that we'll continue supporting the UPDF. We should work together. These are our boys, so that we see the best out of the monies that are allocated to them. This facility is strategically located. When you look at this area, the catchment area, it is located in a place where the population is almost mixed up. We have South Sudanese, we have Congolese and Ugandans. And because of the open door policy of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, of course there are self-settled refugees here. And this facility is going to serve this population. And it is also answering one of the pillars of NRM, the Pan-African. So meaning that once this facility is done, people are going to enjoy and they will get the best services out of this facility. It will stop them from moving a far distance, like 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers or 4 kilometers, because it is going to serve the community within the municipality and also media sub-county as well.
Very much. I'm called Lomo Christopher. I'm the Senior Assistant Town Clerk for North Division, where this facility is. In the first place, I want to thank Government of Uganda for considering Koboko and in ensuring that each division or each parish, each sub-county has a health center facility. I want to thank our leaders for lobbying for this project. It has not been an easy task lobbying for this project, and also it takes leadership to ensure that projects come. And I want to thank Government of Uganda for making the UPDF Brigade work on these projects, because the quality we are seeing on ground is really very embracing. It is very nice, and with the community engagement and also working together with our community members here, I think we are really so grateful for this project. And as you can see the surrounding here, there is no nearby health facility. This is a residential area. The trading center is a bit the other side. So in case of sickness at night, it may not be easy for this community here to access health facilities. But this being very close to them, it really matches with the manifesto of the President that service delivery should be taken to the wananchi. So we are so grateful for the works, and we are so grateful also for the brigade commanders for coming to inspect the project. And I think we have been assured of the quality by the engineers, and also with our eyes we have seen the works are so good. We want to thank everyone, especially our MPs. This is just yet an OPD. We pray that other projects like the general ward, the maternity ward and other wards come so that it is a complete facility that can be used very soon.
First of all, it was a great decision that His Excellency the President took to bring in Uganda People's Defense Forces Engineering Brigade to undertake such projects. His Excellency the President and the NRM government promised health to the country, and this means putting in place facilities to provide health services to the people. This Ibongi Health Center 3 is one of the facilities that was promised to the people of Koboko. Another promise was the district hospital that is still undergoing construction, and very soon it will be delivered. These are among the several projects being conducted by government through the local governments, but others directly implemented through the central government across the district. And the people are appreciating, because it is rendering services and bringing services closer to the local man in Koboko. Engineering Brigade of the UPDF is doing a great work. There is very good quality of the work being undertaken, and we have been assured by the UPDF engineers that in 2 months' time we shall be here to hand over the facility to the local government for uses by the community of Koboko municipality. The quality is good, very good quality money, and there is real value for money for the work being done.
A region once plagued by conflict and instability is now writing a fresh chapter of peace, growth and development.
In this period, we chose to inspect projects in northern Uganda, heavily in West Nile, but we are going to end with the central north in Ilango. There were projects undertaken in Pakwach, 2 of them. One in the Pakwach Health Center 4, Health Center 3, I think. It's on course. Works are almost complete. There was slight delay, but it's understandable because January, December, and Feb, part of Feb, our engineers were mobilized to get involved in Itari Hesita. So projects which were to be completed within the period of December, January, got affected a bit, but that has been explained, and that's what I found. There was uneasiness in Pakwach, a bit in Maracha. They were asking why the delay, but we told them that that hitch has been sorted out, and we expect these projects I've gone to be soon delivered. So generally, I didn't find any disappointing works. Small gaps we shall recommend to our top management, and who in turn will discuss with the clients. So generally, all the projects being undertaken by UPDF in northern sector are on course. And the end users are really very happy. They are very happy. I found like the oxygen plant in Yumbe is quite exemplary. It's well built because the site given to UPDF was very appropriate, because in some other hospitals they were squeezing, you don't come out. But in Yumbe, because they got a very good site, it's amazing. So this particular inspection has not brought me many disappointments. There is one when I was in the central, I got projects which were storing reason this poor planning, that you start, then you say you start, we shall be rolling out more funds, then our engineers are already mobilized. But I haven't found that situation here in the projects. Actually, there's some 2 we are going to end with in Lango. I am told more or less we may find them doing the last touches. So generally, this exercise, because also I think our site engineers know that somebody will come to supervise, they are doing their best. And I want to encourage them to maintain that spirit.
Okay.
Once ravaged by the brutal forces of the West Nile Bank Front and the West Nile Rescue Front, this sub-region has emerged from the shadows of war, forging a new path towards peace, stability, and development.
I'm Sunday Alaro, clinical officer and in charge of RIL Center 2, located in Ara Paris, Dufele Sub-County and Moyo District. The challenges that we face as we work here is one, our OPD block has been on renovation. It has now taken more than a year, and we have been working under the tree, and as of now it's a dry season and all the leaves are set off. We have no shade. It's very challenging, and the community is complaining a lot. And as to why this house is not completed, we have so many structures that have not been completed. We have the maternity block is not completed. There's that because the fund is not enough, and we have children's ward that was started and it is also not complete. So it is a very big challenge working in this facility, besides the harsh condition. At least if the OPD block can be completed, that would save us so that we can do the daily service smoothly. As of now, immunization cannot be done on daily basis because the fridge has been disconnected just to pave way for renovation of the OPD block. So as of now, we only do vaccination once in a week, and we cannot store medicines in the OPD block, which is still under renovation. We are keeping medicine in a staff house. It's very difficult to control, and it's very difficult to access the facility even at night. We have no power system. At least if this can be worked on as soon as possible, that will save our work and save the community.
I'm Lieutenant Ivan Twesje, the site engineer at Ara Health Center 2 in Dufure sub-county, Moyo district. The project scope includes a broader project, which was the project title is renovation of OPD and construction of children's ward at Ara Health Center 2. There is construction of 4-in-1 staff house, a 2-stance VIP pit latrine, completion of maternity ward at Lama Health Center 3. The contract sum is 768,440,360 Uganda shilling. The site was supposed to be worked on at the period of 6 months, and this site was handed over officially to us on 19 September 2023. Behind me is the renovated OPD, which we are supposed to re-roof. We are supposed to do facelift. We are supposed to remove the existing shutters and windows and be replaced with new ones, and work on the electrical part, which is the solar and rainwater harvesting. The children's ward, the scope of work is from substructure, walling, which is the superstructure, up to gable, and that's where the funds allocated were supposed to stop, and we have done that 100%, awaiting maybe further funding so that the structure can be completed. But the first phase is stopping at the gables. In this area, where we found another structure that was done, but that was done by other people, so it was not part of our scope. Although it wasn't, it is also not completed. So the challenges of this area, this place being a hard to reach area, especially industrial materials which are being procured all the way from Kampala, because as per the MOU, these industrial materials are procured from factories. So the long distances in which these materials are ferried to this area sometimes can create a time delay or in timely completion of the project. Basically, that was our biggest challenge. The materials take a lot of time to reach the site so that we can complete The staff quarters is supposed to start from the one at Lama. We started with the foundation, the superstructure, the finishes, and shutting, the electrical part, and the electromechanical installations, which we have completed, and it is at 98% complete. The other structures that we have completed are the 2 stands pit latrine. The maternity ward has other components such as the 4 stands pit latrine, VIP pit latrine. It has a medical waste pit. It also has a placenta pit, which have been done 100%.
From newly built roads and bridges to the state-of-the-art health facilities and schools, the stories of hope and resilience that define West Nile's journey towards a brighter future speak for themselves. The West Nile sub-region is experiencing significant gains in infrastructure development thanks to President Yoweri Museveni's directive to the UPDF Engineering Brigade.
Dr. Odong Patrick Olwedo. I'm the Senior Executive Consultant of Yumbe Regional Referral Hospital. This oxygen plant being constructed by the UPDF Brigade is going to help us a great deal because we shall be having oxygen produced here in Yumbe Regional Referral Hospital. As I speak now, we depend on oxygen which is brought to us by the national medical stores, and sometimes if the supplies run out, we actually go and get from regional referral hospitals. We have gone as far as Gulu, Lira, Kayunga, Jinja to get oxygen to this place. And know that goes with a lot of cost. The fuel, the technical team going to break that. But now when we have it being produced here, it will cut down a great deal of costs we have been incurring. So we are very grateful to the Ministry of Health, the government of Uganda, and the UPDF Brigade, who are doing a great job. The machines they are brought here are high quality, international standard, and this will be able to produce all the oxygen we need for this hospital and the districts around.
What will be the capacity if it's completed?
They have not yet briefed us of the capacity, but we will be able to know that when they complete the construction and they'll be handing over the equipment to us. This Yumbe Regional Referral Hospital is the second hospital in West Nile region. So we cover the districts of Koboko, Yumbe, Obongi, Moyo, and Ajumani. These are 5 districts. But within these 5 districts, we also have a high population of refugees who are within our districts in the settlements. Yes, they came and they have been doing a great deal. They also involved the local people in the work. They have been meeting with us. We have been doing site meetings. Even the Ministry of Health people have been coming, and we will hold periodic site meetings. But also they have used the materials from within, so at least the population and the people around benefited to a great deal. But also we are happy that the machines they have brought here are from very pronounced and recognized agencies. And we are happy. We have looked at the bill of the way bill. We are happy that these machines are very good. Common disease which affect our region is malaria. And malaria in children causes anemia. And when the children are anemic, they need oxygen. Then also there are other conditions like those who get accident, the emergencies, they also need oxygen. And then those who undergo operations. And now that we have a high dependency unit in our hospital, we also need a high supply of oxygen.
This presidential initiative, aimed at enhancing service delivery through improved infrastructure development, has led to the construction of various projects in the district of Maracha, Arua, Koboko, Yumbe, Moyo, Ajumani, Zombo, and Pakwach districts.
I see the prospects of the Engineers Brigade really very, very bright. And with our current CDF, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, he has trust in internal work. I see really he's very, very committed to seeing that our engineers are supported. Like we now have a major internal, this is now for defense. In the short period our CDF came, he launched the construction of Ministry of Defense headquarters, and purely our engineers are the ones handling that project. That shows you that the capacity of our engineers is really going to be stronger, and we commend the CDF for this very, very firm support and the trust he has.
From the bustling streets of Arua to the scenic landscapes of Koboko, the West Nile sub-region is rising from the ashes, driven by government initiatives, community resilience, and a renewed sense of hope.
On 13th August, that was the groundbreaking. We did mobilization for 1 week.
Which year? Which year?
Last year, 2024, in August. So we did mobilization for 1 week. So by 18th, that's when we started excavation. So all those works we have moved up to now, and according to the evaluation, we are on 70.8%. So by the time of handover, hopefully we'll be on 100%. That is in June 25th, 2025. We expect to be there. So the
duration was 10 months.
The duration is divided into two. There is major works and deficit management period. So major works were 6 months, then deficit management 4 months. Then you handle.
One of the key infrastructure development initiatives undertaken is the improvement of the health sector, aimed at enhancing access to quality healthcare services for the local population.
Arua City has a project team. They are not all with us. We have the project manager as the city health officer. We have the city engineer who is in charge of supervision. We have health and environment, focal person, and then we have the social component. Now coming back to the local content, this was discussed in the beginning, and we mobilized the community and encouraged them to get interest to work. And the window was open, but the task was to the site engineer to assess them in terms of their technical skill, their technical capability. And he managed to select the numbers that he actually mentioned. Because there's one hand to give room for local content, but on the other side, performance, based on the skills and based on experiences. So, as a city, we've not had any complaint in terms of issues working with the UPDF Engineering Brigade, but the LC1 is here and the in charge. Maybe you will hear from them in terms of the experience here, because for us we only visit during time when we are supervising the work. The work in the contract is 9 months, broken into 2 parts, 5 months for normal implementation period, and then 4 months for defect liability period. So when you count back, I'll start counting from September, because August was apparently mobilization, groundbreaking, and setting the pace. So where we are close to 6 months. So that means almost we have exhausted the normal implementation period. And that means we are going to eat into the defect liability period of the 4 months. Work progressed very well. And I think until November, when we had the roofing. Then there was some November, December. Then we had some bit of slowdown. Of course, the communication we had is of course, there was some in-house mobilization, and most of this material, some of them are imported and that to order them. So, and then the pickup in January was a bit slow, and I think with the arrangement that the army had, we had this communication about there. But nonetheless, we are happy the team are back and on track.
Ministry of Defense, but particularly the joint headquarters of UPDF, instituted a mechanism to ensure our engineers do the right things by having a monitoring and evaluation committee, which I've had opportunity to chair for the last 2 financial years. And in that role, I have, together with the team that was constituted of different departments, we've been closely inspecting these projects, interacting with our engineers on site, interacting with the stakeholders, the clients, the end users, and all the time when we go, we find really the clients and end users are very appreciative of the President's strategic directive.
The UPDF Engineering Brigade has been implementing various development projects that include expansion of health centers, construction of oxygen plants, and laboratories, among others. To ensure transparency and accountability, the UPDF established a monitoring and evaluation committee to guarantee the effective implementation of its infrastructure development projects. Monitoring and evaluation committee's efforts are crucial in ensuring that the UPDF Engineering Brigade delivers quality work and provides value for money. Currently, the Engineering Brigade has 355 construction works underway, valued at a whopping 463 billion shillings. Impressively, 191 projects have been successfully completed, while 164 projects are ongoing in various parts of Uganda.